Months in the making, the vacant Fresno City Council seat for District 2 will come down to a special election this Tuesday. 5 candidates still battling it out. One of them must come away with 50.1% of the vote in order to win. The seat vacated by Steve Brandow. Our Dennis Valera breaks down this hotly contested race.
Come Tuesday, Northwest Fresnans will head to the polls to select who out of these 5 will become Fresno's next District 2 councilman. The 5 candidates don't agree on everything, but what they can agree on: tackling homelessness, fixing up roads and sidewalks, responsible city spending, and prioritizing public safety.
Anything been going on since we last talked in the neighborhood? Everything okay?
Public safety is actually the cornerstone of Mike Carbassi's campaign. The small business owner, endorsed by various law enforcement leaders, says with every door he's knocked on in the last year, crime always comes up in the conversation.
The biggest responsibility of our city is the safety of our citizens, our lives, our businesses. And I'm the only candidate who signed the Safer Fresno budget pledge. No new cops, no budget. And none of the other candidates are willing to sign that. I think it's a shame. We all should be committed to public safety.
Attorney Jared Gordon, who served on the city's Charter Review Committee, not only wants an improved 911 dispatch center, but is the only candidate to specifically mention senior services as a priority, most notably creating a senior center like the one in Clovis.
We need to have a place where seniors who maybe are struggling with income security or food security, that they have a place where they can get hot meals and they can socialize, because loneliness is one of the key causes of death for seniors.
Developing the district is a big part of Lawrence Garcia's plan. The president and CEO of AmeriGuard plans to call upon not only his business experience, but his 5 years as a planning commissioner to create more jobs. He says to solve all the major issues, you first need an active economy.
As people are working, jobs are created, people are spending money. They're spending money not only at the regular stores, Home Depots, they're going out to dinners. That money is being circulated.
Oscar Sandoval is the only candidate running who isn't a business owner or lawyer. The special needs therapist says that sets him apart and that he's better situated to increase mental health services and bring other resources for a better District 2.
For me as a policymaker, I'm always going to create the best policy that does the most good for the most people. And I think I'm the only candidate that really understands that and is going to bring that mindset to, the District 2 seat.
I called attorney George Herman several times, but he did not get back to me for this story. On his last visit to Sunday Morning Matters, he mentioned his criminal defense work and suggested this program to curb the city's violence.
An alternative would be to have like a buyback program, because the things that gang members covet the most are firearms. So let them turn in their guns without any criminal consequences, and have the city or the county pay them for those turned-in guns, and see how that works.
Dennis Valera, KC24 Local News that matters.
And to give us a skinny on Tuesday's special election, our Fresno County Clerk of Registrar of Voters, Brandy Orth, is here. Hi, Brandy. How are you?
Hey, good, Alex. How are you?
I'm good. One of the busiest people I know. And, Brandy, obviously, we want to know about the response so far as this race will play out on Tuesday.
Correct. Election Day is Tuesday. And right now we have about 6,500 voters that have returned their ballot. In this election, we have approximately 44,000 registered voters.
So is that on par?
Yes, for a special election it is. We know that people will go to the polls on Tuesday and also probably turn in more vote-by-mail ballots. The fun part about the vote-by-mail ballot, you need to return it in this purple envelope and especially sign your name in the area. That's really important. We verify every signature against a signature on your voter registration file, and there's no postage required. You don't even need a stamp.
It's free.
It's free.
Something interesting on this ballot, though, 5 candidates publicly want the job that are on there, but there is a candidate that is still on the ballot that has publicly said, hey, I'm running for Congress against Devin Nunes, but he's still on the ballot. That's Phil Arbaio.
Yes, and so we follow the election code, which says that 88 days before the election, candidates have to sign their documentation and run for the office. And so that candidate did. He gets on the documentation and we start printing all of our materials, and so whatever he chooses to do after that date doesn't take his name off of the ballot.
If he wins, because you have to get 50 and then plus 1.
Yes.
If he wins, what happens?
Well, he would have to make a decision whether he is going to take the oath of office and serve, or not.
And then the other caveat in this, if you will, is if there isn't the 50+1, we have a runoff in November.
Right, so we have 6 names on the ballot, so statistically it's pretty hard to get 50% plus 1, so there's probably an opportunity that the top 2 vote getters would then go to a runoff election in early November of this year.
All right, I want to, 2020 we know is right around the corner.
Yes.
You have been really hard at work at this, and your whole team
Yes.
has been hard at work at this, because the county will no longer operate under the 268 voting precincts. Instead, again, that new law coming out
Yes.
to open up 50 voting centers, 10 of which are going to be open 10 days prior
Exactly.
to Election Day. How is this coming along, and how is the word starting to resonate among voters?
So we've been hard at work since the beginning of the year. The Board of Supervisors approved Fresno County moving to the Voters' Choice Act in March of this year, and we immediately went to work. There are some legal documents that we have to prepare in accordance with the law, and some analysis that we have to prepare in order to choose vote centers. Basically, we're collapsing about 5.5 polling locations into one vote center, and the reason being is every voter is going to automatically receive a ballot in the mail 29 days ahead of the election. You don't have to ask for it. It's going to be there on your kitchen table.
And it's free to mail back in.
And it's free to mail back.
Right.
And so we're hoping that voters take that opportunity to vote that ballot. However, if you have an issue, you make a mistake on your ballot, you rip your ballot never reaches you, then you might need the services of a vote center. And the vote center will be able to do the same things that my downtown office does, which means we can verify that you haven't voted anywhere in the state, we can issue you another ballot, and it's a better service.
And so, do you think this is going to play out where voters will pay attention enough? You will get the education out to the voters in enough time to make sure that for the presidential election, you're going to see those numbers.
Absolutely. So that's our plan. So we have to produce an election administration plan that a portion of it has to be approved by the Secretary of State. And that portion is our outreach and education piece about how do we reach out to all the groups across Fresno County. We have an advisory group regarding voter accessibility. We have an advisory group regarding languages, which we have to provide 8 languages in Fresno County. And we have a Voters' Choice Act Advisory Committee kind of overseeing the entire process. And so we hope to submit that plan by September 1st, and then we will start with the marketing of how this is happening. You know, the August election and November election, we don't want to confuse people, but we're going to start getting the word out soon.
Yeah, you got a lot of work to do.
Yes, we do.
Appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
thank you.
Brandy Orth always joining us. Thank you.